Dear God, my friends, it is no wonder why GameStop is going slowly out of business. This is the most absurd and disgusting practice of business I've ever seen in my life. What's up, guys? ACCardShark back again, back with a little bit of a different kind of video today. I went online to GameStop.com and I bought a bunch of low-priced PS5 games to add to my collection. And I figured I would do a video called Treasure or Trash. GameStop is known and is notorious for sending crappy copies of games when you order online that don't include the original case or the original artwork or anything like that. So I ordered a total of 6 games from GameStop.com and got them for next to nothing, just to run this experiment to see how this would all work out. So we're gonna go right into it here. It came in 3 separate packages. It was one order. Just for the record, I do not have high hopes for this based on what I'm seeing and what came in the mail and the size of the packages. But we're gonna open up the first one here. It's just a FedEx envelope, and right off the bat, we have generic artwork. So we're gonna call that a piece of trash. Obviously, it's not treasure, that's trash. It does come in a blue case, and that game, by the way, is Survivor Castaway Island for PS5. Has obviously the disc, and the disc seems to be in decent shape. However, this is not acceptable for me or for my collection. That is not going to be on my shelf, so that is going to add to the trash number. All right, so 0 for 1. We're going to open up the next one here. As you can see, it's a regular envelope. Peeking inside, I do see 2 blue cases, which doesn't mean anything, obviously, because this was a blue case. This one looks like it does have original artwork. That game is Haunted House for the PlayStation 5. Haunted House. I do have this digitally downloaded, but I definitely wanted this on my shelf. Let's bust this thing open, and we'll see what it looks like here. Looks like it's in really good shape, really good shape. All right, so disc looks good. Case looks good. It does have, typical GameStop sticker on it, but will definitely be an addition to my shelf. That one we'll put down as a thumbs up and a green addition there on the treasure list. All right, so 50-50, one for 2. We're gonna pull out the second game that was in that same envelope. Hopefully we have the same luck, and we do. We do. The Smurfs Vision Vileaf or Vileaf. I don't know how you go about saying that, but it does look like original artwork is there. We're going to look inside and see what kind of condition the disc is in. Disc is looking pretty darn good. So, all right. I'm pleasantly surprised here. The Smurfs Mission Vileaf or Vileaf is now, that's going to officially enter my shelving unit. All right, so we're halfway home, and I hold 0 hope for the rest of this video. So halfway home, 3 out of 6 games revealed. 2 for the good column, 1 for the bad. 2 treasures, 1 trash. This last one, I kid you not. Now this is 3 games. This is the envelope I was sent. It is flat as a pancake. It is flat as can be. I'm afraid to even look. Pull out a paper. There is, without revealing my information, there are 3 titles listed on this receipt in this envelope, and I am ultra afraid to even look inside. And dear God, my friends, it is no wonder why GameStop is going slowly out of business. This is the most absurd and disgusting practice of business I've ever seen in my life. I kid you not, my friends. That is what they sent me. They didn't even put a case on it. Not even a generic blue case like Survivor. This is absurd. So as you can see, I'll show you the games that I chose. But the last 3 of 6 are in sleeves, disc only. And believe me, they were not labeled disc only. They were not labeled that way. I would have never purchased them if they were labeled disc only. So the first game up is a game called 41 Hours. This is such garbage. There are fingerprints all over the back of the. Whoops! I just dropped it. It doesn't really matter. I'm probably gonna just throw it away. It's not even worth trying to return at this point for the price I paid. Fingerprints all over the back. Disc-only copy of 41 hours. So that is definitely a piece of trash. Oh boy, the next one up. I mean, the sleeve is even damaged. Look at this. There's a hole in the sleeve. The next one, you can see my camera there. It does have some marks on there. That game is called God of Rock. Looked like a fun game that I was hoping to be able to keep in my collection. This is not staying as a disc only. So there you have another addition to the trash list. So we're going to package that one back up in its sleeve. I'm probably just going to put all three of them on like an eBay auction as disc only and try to get like $10 for them. And then the last one, as you know, is disc only. It's automatically going to add to that trash list. This one's in seemingly good shape. There's really nothing wrong with the disc. The other one was the Smurfs 2, The Prisoner of the Green Stone. Again, these games will not be staying in my collection based on the fact that there's no case at all. It's absolutely ridiculous. But that is another addition to that trash list. So the final count, 6 games purchased. We started out on fire too, man. We started out so good. The final count is 4 out of 6, or 2/3 of my order was trash from GameStop.com. That will be the last time they ever get me to purchase anything from their website. So as you can see, trash up there, and at least this one had a case. I mean, this actually makes this feel so much better just because there's a case on it. But regardless, there's your 4 pieces of trash, and then the 2 that will stay in the collection and will be added to my shelf as official entries into my collection are the other 2. As you can see, 2 green, 4 red. GameStop can take their business practice and shove off. It's no wonder why they're going out of business, and they're doing so horribly because their business practice is what you see here. Nothing was marked as disc only. I understand to a point. I understand this. This is never acceptable. Vote with your wallets, my friends. Do not purchase from GameStop.com. Go to a store and pick up what you can actually see. So. Just a quick little video, couple-minute video, just to have a little bit of a fun experiment, and it wasn't that fun. I'm stoked to have these 2 in my collection. However, those need to be replaced. I want those four titles. However, they will not be the titles I keep. So they'll go up as a lot on eBay, $20 or best offer kind of thing, and just get rid of it. So. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, a little bit of a different video, a little bit of an experiment with GameStop.com, a huge failure from GameStop.com. I will never do business with their website again. It will only be in person, if anything at all. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll check you guys next time. Till then, ACCardShark. Take care.